Hey guys, LTY here, and today I'm going to be doing another story video, and this story is about my first ever fight, which not many people know. And I mean like not a little kiddie fight where it's like a little argument. I mean like an actual full-on fist fight. So let's get into the video. Now, the first time I ever had a fight, I was in year 7 and I just started school, and there was this girl I was talking to, and I'll say her name is Rebecca in this because I can't say her real name. Rebecca, she was being harassed by this guy, and I'll say his name was George. And George wouldn't leave her alone. And then because I was talking to her and we were kind of together, it really annoyed me, and I really didn't like George. And I saw him on our school's AstroTurf, and I was like, hey, what are you saying to Rebecca? And he acted as if he didn't know anything. He said that he did nothing wrong, it was all other people, he hadn't done anything. And that really annoyed me. And I was like, don't lie, I saw everything, I saw the texts. Because he sent texts to her like trying to say stuff about her and spread rumours. And then he just got up in my, because he was a year or two older than me, he got up in my face and was like, fight me then. And I was like, okay then. So that got broken up. So that was at break time. So he said at lunchtime, let's come onto the AstroTurf and let's just fight. And I was like, okay. So I told everyone. I told all of like the older kids in like sixth form and year 11, and they were like, okay, we'll make a big circle around so the teachers can't see. And then so it got there. They made a circle. And then this kid come out like he was in a boxing match, like he really wanted to fight. So I was like, okay, let's fight. So it got to it, and he tried to throw a punch, and I kind of got out of the way. It kind of chipped me, but I moved out of the way, and I came back with another punch, and it hit him dead in the face, and he just looked so rocked, like he didn't know what was going on in his life. And then after that he wanted to stop, but I was in the zone, so I was like, no, I'm not stopping. So he kept trying to fight, and I just kept going in. And there was one thing that one of the most proud moments of my life is when he was stood there. He was really rocked and he was bleeding and that, and then he tried to swing and I dodged, and then I punched him full pat on the stomach, so he bent downwards because I punched him in the stomach, and then I hit him with a really hard knee in the face, and he just dropped on the floor and laid there. And I was like, damn, first time I've ever had a real fight, and I knocked him out as well. Because I'm not a little guy. The guy was about maybe 5'8", and at the time I was probably just 5'11". So it was a pretty similar thing, but I've always been really strong. So just that fight was like, it was just a way for me to show how strong I was, and he never talked to me ever again. But then he went out with some other girl and stopped talking to Sam. But then when it hit year 9, my best mate, who was a girl, he started dating, and I was like, oh crap. So then I had to assert dominance again, and I was like, if you do that, what happened last time will happen again. And he never I'm pretty sure he left. I'm pretty sure he stayed with the girl for a while, and then he left because he was kind of scared, because every time I was out with her he'd see me and he'd be really scared that I was going to do something again. And it's pretty pathetic as well, because he's the one who wanted to fight, but I was 2 years younger than him, and like he was one of the older kids who was a hard kid, so it must have been really demoralising for him to lose a fight against, like, I don't know how old I was. In year 7 I was like 12, 11 maybe. So to lose a fight against an 11-year-old is pretty embarrassing, especially when it's a kid who's just joined school and doesn't really know what he's doing yet. And all of the year 11s got on my side and started backing me up. But then this carried on after school. We met up in the park, and he wanted to carry on fighting after I beat him up. So we got to the park, and then he just kept swinging, and I just did the same thing. And then it caused a massive row between me and his mates, but now me and his mates are cool, and like one of my best mates is his best mate, so it actually turned out pretty well. And that's the end of my first fighter story. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's next daily upload, and I'll see you later.